Many of you might not know that Lexus is owned by Toyota, dealing with better interiors, or we can say luxury interiors, and pleasant looking with a bit more cost, though it's worth a drive. Well, why are people saying the all-new model of Toyota should have been a Lexus? It's time to talk about it, only here on Tech Addicts. So without wasting any time, let's get into the video. The Toyota Venza is a competitor in the highly competitive mid-size two-row SUV sector, but its RAV4 Hybrid underpinnings make it feel cramped and impractical compared to the competition. To a large extent, it shares the RAV4 Hybrid's conventional hybrid drivetrain, which consists of a 2.5-liter four-cylinder and 3 electric motors. This drivetrain gives the Venza standard all-wheel drive and superior fuel economy to V6-powered competitors like the Honda Passport and Nissan Murano, as rated by the EPA. The inside of the Venza has more amazing features than those two, such as a panoramic sunroof comprised of electrochromic glass that can change from transparent to opaque at the push of a button. Unfortunately, the Venza's faults, such as its limited storage room, buzzy engine, and a cabin that is tighter on passenger space than the RAV4's and those in many other SUVs in its class, more than make up for the sharp-looking sheet metal and wow factor roof. In 2023, the Venza will be offered in a new nightshade trim that features a darker exterior design than the standard Venza. The nightshade trim is predicated on the middle-tier XLE and features blacked-out highlights like wheels, bumpers, grille surround, mirror caps, and door handles. Only celestial black, wind-chill pearl, and ruby red flare may be used on the exterior. Except for the addition of standard LED fog lights on the XLE trim, the entire Venza lineup retains its previous year's features. Let's talk about the interior and comfort of this model as well. We had hoped that the Venza's cabin would be slightly larger than that of the smaller Toyota RAV4, given its larger exterior proportions. Though most purchasers will find it sufficient, the passenger room is tighter than in the RAV4, and baggage space is reduced as well. When the back seats are folded down, we can fit 18 pieces of luggage in total, as opposed to 10 in the RAV4. Toyota's first vehicle to feature an optional electrochromic panoramic sunroof dubbed Stargaze is the Venza. Translucent glass panes in the sunroof can be instantly transformed into opaque ones at the flip of a switch, a remarkable feature we've only seen before in high-end vehicles like the Mercedes-Benz SL class. The Venza's standard touchscreen measures 8 inches and is located high up on the dashboard. A 12.3-inch screen is available on the XLE trim and comes as standard on the Limited. The inclusion of Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and Amazon Alexa connection, along with SiriusXM satellite radio, is standard regardless of the display size selected. In-dash navigation and a 9-speaker JBL premium audio system are also made available when upgrading to the larger of the two displays. The Toyota Venza comes equipped with many safety and driver convenience features. The NHTSA and the IIHS both have information on Venza's crash test results if you're interested. Important safety features consist of automatic emergency braking that detects pedestrians is now the norm. Normal lane departure warning with lane keeping assistance. Talking about efficiency, there is a hybrid version of the Venza available, and its powertrain consists of a 2.5-liter four-cylinder gas engine and 3 electric motors, good for a total of 219 horsepower. With standard all-wheel drive, the Venza's rear wheels are turned by 1 electric motor, while the front wheels are turned by the gasoline engine and the other 2 motors. We were let down by Venza's driving dynamics and its less than smooth ride quality during our test drive. On our test track, it took 7.6 seconds to reach 60 miles per hour, which was slow compared to the Passport's 6.5-second time. Typical gas mileage and efficiency. When compared to rival two-row midsize SUVs like the Passport and the Ford Edge, Venza's fuel economy ratings of 40 in the city and 37 on the highway are nearly double. On our 75-mile-per-hour highway fuel economy test route, we recorded 36 miles per gallon. Not many people know that the launch of the very first Lexus automobile in 1989 served as a watershed moment in the long and illustrious history of Lexus's parent business, Toyota. It was the result of a groundbreaking development program that required tens of thousands of hours of work and an uncalculated expense to construct an all-new luxury car that was superior to the established marques at their own game. At the same time, a suitable figurehead for a whole new premium brand was conceived via this process. Certainly, Toyota had expertise in producing automobiles of superior quality before this. Its production equipment was widely considered as being the best in the world, and both the mass-produced Crown and the handmade Century limousine were premium models that had been available in the home market for decades. Both of these limousines were built by hand. However, there was not a single model in Toyota's lineup that contained the essential qualities of prestige, quality, safety, and performance, and that could also be regarded as world-leading while also being widely available. If we are talking about the alternative to the Toyota Venza, which is the hybrid Ford Escape, then we should mention that the Ford Escape's friendly front end is going to be replaced with a more sophisticated one as part of an impending redesign. The new front face of the compact SUV has been updated in several ways, including the addition of new headlamps, a redesigned hood, and an enhanced front bumper. The grille on the 2023 Escape is significantly larger than the one on the 2022 model, and it now incorporates the Ford oval emblem, which was previously found on the top of the SUV's hood. The more expensive models typically have a light bar that connects the headlights and runs across the top of the grille. The Escape portfolio has been revised to incorporate the new ST line along with the standard, active, platinum, PHEV, and EV models. The Escape's black plastic lower body covering is replaced by body color equivalents in the ST line, giving it a more rugged appearance. The ST line rides on special wheels that measure 18 or 19 inches in diameter and are clad in black faux leather with red accent stitching. The four engine options for the Escape remain the same as before, beginning with the turbocharged 1.5-liter inline-3 that produces 180 horsepower. Two different hybrids are offered if you are interested in reducing your carbon footprint, and a turbocharged 2.0-liter four-cylinder that produces 250 horsepower is also an option. One hybrid configuration has a conventional 2.5-liter Atkinson cycle inline-4 engine and electric motor, while the other is a plug-in hybrid with an optional 11.2 kilowatt-hour battery pack that can reportedly propel the Escape for up to 37 miles solely on electric power. Both hybrids only generate 210 horsepower, a decrease of 11 horses over the PHEV version sold a year ago. The model year also sees the addition of Ford's Sync 4 infotainment system in the Escape. The system supports wireless connectivity for Apple CarPlay and Android Auto and can be updated via the airwaves to work with a larger 13.2-inch infotainment screen and all but the lowest trim level. The digital gauge display is also 8 inches in size on the base trim, while a bigger 12.3-inch gauge display is available at the active level. On the other hand, talking about the Venza, it is common knowledge that hybrid cars are better for the environment, and the Toyota Venza boasts a well-combined fuel efficiency of 39 miles per gallon. That places it only one slot behind the Toyota RAV4 and the Ford Escape, which are now the leaders in the hybrid vehicle segment. Given that a Toyota is expected to live forever, it is remarkable and commendable that the manufacturer offers free maintenance for the first 2 years of ownership for every Venza. The warranty for hybrid components, on the other hand, is good for 8 years, which is a significant improvement over the 3 years or 36,000 miles that is the standard warranty. If you are looking for a hybrid crossover vehicle, the Venza is a fantastic option to consider. It is more polished and comfortable than the RAV4, and its price is significantly lower than that of the Lexus siblings. You can think of it as a compromise between the accessibility and cost of a Toyota and the sophistication and elegance of a Lexus. Even if the interior isn't opulent and the outside isn't elegant, just having that alone will be enough to convince many potential buyers to make a purchase. Although the RAV4 Hybrid saves on gas and has more cargo space, it is not as desirable to acquire as a regular RAV4. You can't say that Venza is flawless. The swooping back end reduces available cargo capacity, the lowest models skimp on features, and the absence of all-wheel drive and gas-only options may put off potential consumers. Passengers in the back won't have anything to complain about thanks to almost 38 inches of legroom, making this vehicle more of a 4-seater than a true 5-seater. As far as crossovers go, we haven't seen anything finer. Moving forward, that's all for the video today. We'll be right back with more videos soon, so don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel.